welcome back to Why No One Knows. Last time I read this, I'm pretty terrible at reading, but I am trying, so hopefully this time it goes better. Sorry that my other video was quite so long, and sorry it's taking me a few days to get back on this. I was planning on reading right afterwards, but something had came out, and you guys know, life is life. So, give me just a second. Somebody wants me. One quick. Alrighty. Part 7. Jeff takes Ben's hand and says nothing. Let's not worry about it. Jane smirks and says, "Oh, Jeffrey, I heard about your little love thing." Jeff lowly growls and pushes Ben to the stairs. Jane laughs. "I never knew you could feel, well, anything." Jeff was enraged with fury and forgot about Ben being at the bottom of the stairs. "I don't love anyone, so shut your trap mouth, Jane." Maybe it was their imagination, but you could faintly hear Ben's heart shattered into pieces. Jane chuckles. "Oh, Jeffy, big mistake." Jeff rolls his eyes and turns to see Ben with tears running down his face. I didn't know you actually felt that way. You were right about you. They were right about you. You can't love me. I'm just a joke to you." Ben then quickly rushes upstairs to his room and slams the door, locking it. Ben goes into his bathroom and takes out his blades. He cuts the word joke deep into his left arm and cries harder. He then cuts the word fake. Get out of here, Facebook. Okay. He then cuts the word fake into his right arm, and he slowly starts to bleed out. Jeff runs upstairs to Ben's room and tries to open the door. "Ben, please open the door, please." Ben collapsed to the ground and Jeff breaks down the door as soon as he heard the thump. "Ben," Jeff yells as he opens the door to Ben's bathroom. Jeff sees Ben there passed out on the floor, bleeding out. Jeff quickly kneels on the floor next to Ben and tears up. "EJ," Jeff yells, picking up Ben Brow style and running to EJ's infirmary. EJ quickly opens the door. "Put him on the bed. Hurry." EJ rushes to get the thread and needle and wrap. Jeff sets Ben down on the bed and EJ carefully stitches Ben's arms together. "He lost a lot of blood. Go to Slender and say we need the key to the blood locker. Jeff nods, then quickly runs to Slender's office and knows just on the door. Slender opens his door and sees Jeff standing there. "We need the key to the blood locker. Ben lost too much blood." Jeff starts to tear up. "Please, go, don't want him to die." Slendy hands the key to Jeff, and Jeff runs to EJ's infirmary and hands him the key. "Watch him for me." EJ goes to the back room, unlocks the blood locker, and gets Ben's type of blood. Jeff looks at Ben, and Ben looks violently pale. EJ hooks up the blood to Ben and hooks up the blood heart rate monitor. His heart is still beating. Now we wait, EJ says as Jeff pulls up a chair next to Ben. "Thank you for the long wait." Soon Ben's eyes slowly open. Ben manages to mumble and slowly looks around to see Jeff. Ben struggles to say as Jeff looks up from his hands excitedly. Ben, you're alive, Jeff says, smiling with tears in his eyes. Ben sight and slightly tears up. Why would you care? Jeff smiles fades. Because I do love you, Ben. I am able to feel, and what I feel for you is true. Please come back to me, Ben. I can't imagine a life without you. A slight smile creeps up on Ben's face. Suddenly, he starts to cough. Then he coughs blood. Jeff's eyes widen, and EJ rushes in when he hears Ben's monitor start speeding up. Go! I don't want you here to see this, Jeff. Jeff stands there frightened and mumbles Ben under his breath, and then he walks out slowly. Sally approaches Jeff and sees the expression on his face. Uncle Jeff? Jeffrey? Jeff stops, walking to his room, his head down slowly. Yes, Sally. Sally walks in front of him and stares into his eyes. Are you okay? Jeff nods. Yes, Sally, I'm fine, he says in a shaky voice. Sally crosses her arms and makes a pouty face. Jeff then signs. I'm just worried about Ben, that's all. Sally giggles and hugs Jeff. He's going to be alright, Uncle Jeffrey. I'm positive. Jeff smiles and picks up Sally. Thank you, Sally. You're a good kid. Sally giggles again and smiles with her eyes closed. Jeff gently puts Sally down and heads up to his room. When he gets up there, Jeff closes the door behind him and lays on his bed. Jeff stares at the ceiling, thinking about Ben and if he is actually going to be okay. Jeff signs and rolls over to his left side, facing away from the door, and puts on his sleeping mask, hoping he could fall asleep. Soon enough, Jeff does fall asleep. About a couple hours later, at around midnight, Jeff awoken by a knock on his bedroom door. So I'm sorry, you guys. It seems like this story is not going to be updated anymore. It was last updated in 2017. So if it does update, I will put another part up. But since it hasn't updated yet, I guess I can't continue reading. Hopefully Ben stays alive. I don't know. Maybe it's Ben knocking on the door. Put down your guys' theories down below. I would like to read them. If it does update, I'll know. And hopefully I'll be able to put it up and we'll be able to read it together. Thank you for staying tuned and listening to my lame voice as I read. But, we'll see.